Hello everyone and welcome back. Now we're going to do hopefully a quick recording on something called the threefold flame. A lot of you may have heard of it. I mean, I know I tripped across it when I was first starting into my spiritual studies, and I never saw an explanation of it anywhere. So it's kind of like, okay, threefold flame, that's three flames. Okay, yeah, okay, what else is it all about? And I realize now that where I first heard it was a bit sticky, it wasn't quite true teachings. So yeah, I'll do a very, very quick trip through what the threefold or the trifold flame is. Now, you've heard me talk about the densities of the universe. The threefold flame or the trifold flame are the consciousness fields that inhabit the highest level of our universe, and that's dimensions 13, 14, and 15. These are our cosmic family of consciousness. They are the consciousness fields that came in from beyond our time matrix, beyond our universe. They came in from the great fields of sound and light and energy and, the God worlds beyond, and formed this structure. And they sit in the fields at the very top of this structure, and they have been responsible for what seeds in below that. So it's from our cosmic family of consciousness, who are sound fields, fields of sound and vibration and tones and color and light. There's no form there at all. There's no time there at all. Just great fields of consciousness. And they then seeded into the next layer down, which are the pre-matter fields of density or harmonic universe, 4 dimensions, 10, 11, 12. They seeded the first of the founder races into that. And those founder races then went on, under the instructions of our cosmic family, the threefold flame, to take in, to create what came beneath. So what is the threefold flame? From the point of view of our universe, the threefold flame is the blue flame, which is the mother energies, and that's the 13th dimensional energy. It's the gold flame, which is the 14th dimensional energy and is known as the sun, S-U-N, or the golden child. It's the Christos Sophia energy. And the violet flame, which is the 15th level, which is the father energies. So you have the father-mother energies, and in the middle you have what you might call the golden child, or the braiding of the mother-father energies produce the golden child, is the esoteric term of esoteric way of looking at it. So that's the threefold flame, and there are 3 orders of these great consciousness beings, and they have names. We call them the Rishi, we call them the solar dragons, we call them the Ayani, we call them the Yanas, or the Yanas also refer to the great collective consciousness beings from without our time matrix. And so there are 3 orders there. The blue flame is the emerald order, because the actual color is it's a blue-green color. So it's the emerald order, the blue flame of the emerald order. Then we have the gold flame of the gold order, and we have the violet flame of the amethyst order. And they maintain these great consciousness gestalts, these great gatherings of consciousness that crown our universe, maintain the structural integrity of the universe. They're there for guidance for the founder races and those below them. And as I say, they seeded the initial life forms into the pre-matter life fields here. So, sound and light, pure consciousness, beyond time, beyond matter. can be hard to get your head around, to be very frank with you. I mean,
Right.
I wish I could say a lot more about them to you, but I'm not one of them.
Well, I love
You
this.
know, I've touched, I have on 1 or 2 occasions just touched into the edge of it, and you know, these fields, and it is mind-blowing. Like,
So how can we use these, Sarah? Tell us, like, what's the point of knowing about these? How can we connect in? What's this about?
you know, it's part of the source energy. This is all so let's think about it from the other, from energy coming from source into us down here in our universe in 3-4D, you know, right down at these low levels. So source comes in, it comes down through various levels of God worlds. It then moves in, the energy moves into our time matrix through the threefold flame energies. So through these great consciousness guest outs at the top of our universe, they guide in, they bring in the source currents, which they then you know, it moves, the energy moves in a spiral form. They then move in and spiral in down into our universe to nourish it, to you know, to sustain it. This is eternal life force energy. It comes from source down through all these layers. It's guided down to us by our cosmic family of consciousness. And then it goes back to source, recycles back to source in this eternal movement. There's a movement and a rhythm to it, and again, this is what the threefold flame energy is really managing. It's managing all of that flow of the cosmic energies down into creation, basically, because it infuses, those energies infuse. I mean, we are all infused with source energy, but by the same token, we are all infused with the energies of our cosmic family, because they are source at one level in the same way that we are source at another level. So, I mean, we're all part of the same stream is probably the best way to put it. I find words very hard to describe these concepts, but hopefully I'm giving a flavor of it.
You definitely are. I mean, can we work with visualization or imagery around a violet flame or a gold flame or a blue flame, for
Yes, or
example?
this braiding of the three. Yeah, I mean, if you put threefold flame into Google and look at images, there are 1 or 2 lovely images of it.
Oh, nice.
People have put together. Yeah.
Okay.
And so you know, it just to connect into the founder fields, the founder consciousness fields, not just the founder matter fields. Yeah, you know, invoke the threefold flame, because if you're working at those energy levels, I mean, that it's source current you're connecting into.
Perfect. Okay, lovely. Well, it sounds like a very pure source.
Yeah.
It hasn't become bastardized, it's not fallen, it's not messed about with. It sounds like it's a really pure
It is.
sense of eternal
It's
nourishment.
yes, it's beyond all the messing about that's gone here. And you know, and one of the reasons that the fallen races have created such damage at the top of the top of the matter fields of our time matrix, you know, dimensions 11 and 12, is because they want to stop the source energies coming through to us, disconnect us from them, and from the help that those great consciousness beings can offer us. You know, it's like closing the door on them and saying, no, you're not allowed in.
Okay. Fascinating, Sarah. So it feels to me like being aware of them, maybe, going and Googling some of those lovely images, being present with it, sort of imagining it in meditations, that kind of thing is a way that we can tune in. Would that be fair?
Yeah, and help to maybe just clean our fields by, yeah. Sort of,
Nice.
yeah, so I sometimes kind of want to see them as like these showers of light. this
Ah,
beautiful braiding of these beautiful colors of light and tone.
I love that.
And it's like just taking a shower in these amazing energies.
A light shower, a visual light shower. I really enjoy that metaphor. Anything else that we should know about them, Sarah? Does that feel like you've really sort of opened our eyes to that?
Yeah, I mean, I wish I could say I knew an awful lot more. I've got a bit more ascending to do before I'm a lot more familiar with them. Yeah, I just feel that it can be helpful to us to know what the threefold flame or the trifold flame, or when another thing that you'll hear talked about is the trimatrix
Okay.
or the trifold energies.
Yeah.
It's this braiding, the braiding of these three great vibrational fields together.
Beautiful. All right. Well, now we know them. We can look out for them. We can
Yeah.
tune in on them at that level. They've now become part of our conscious awareness.
Yeah.
So we just trust with these things that they will go where they need to and do what they need to do.
And again, it's, you know, you make the connection, and once you've got the connection, you can then work on locking it in.
Perfect. What a gift. Thank you so much, Sarah, for sharing.
Lovely. Thank you everyone for watching, and we'll see you again. Bye.